It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Today we see who's better in the NFC between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Out of the gun, it's Milton. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's third down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact if you couldn't do it.
And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative, and the best way to do that is to start fast, and, well, once again, they're not.
Takes this in at the 25. Left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. You gotta love when your special teamers say, take some time off, offense. Your presence, that's not required at this moment. That guy took care of things himself with an electrifying return.
Yeah, find somebody who doesn't welcome some time off for more cake. We're more than happy to chill out on that sideline, offer some extra applause as that return team did more than its normal job.
So after giving up the punt return score, Brock, let's see if they can answer on a different type of return. This is taken in at the 13. And he's out a little short of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10.
Let's go now.
Now Milton to throw. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's second down.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
Give on second here to Blue. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackle made by Miles Murphy.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
The ball is out. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot. Right, he's got great what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
and this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Come on. 19 Charger. Let's go, ladies. Let's go.
Out of the gun, they give it to him inside. And that one doesn't get him much, even maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
10 through 11. 19 Lions. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
He's pushed straight ahead. That's maybe a yard at most. Stop made by Donovan Ezaraku.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Ready?
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much more exciting.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 13-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Short kick just reaching the landing zone. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Ready.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll start the drive with blue. And we'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Cougar 19.
To throw, Milton. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Okay, ready.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Go. Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
That's taken at the 15. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Rolling back, gets the handoff. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
Come on, set! Cowboy 80! Go!
Another carry for him. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Here we go, set! Pass the 60, pass the 60!
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Our score, 14-0. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
This time it's a passing play. Completed over the middle. And the tackle quickly follows that catch as this one reaches the 23. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready?
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
70 Timberwolves.
Now looking to throw. Brought in close to the 8. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
Viking 18.
Here's a design run. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Commanders take a 20-zip lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts from the 16. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be second down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Milton going to throw again here, second and 10. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Mike Samba still makes the play. That's one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. Too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
It is so easy to marvel at the sheer amount of distance he threw that football. But can we also take a step back and marvel about the amount of distance covered by that defender? He had to stick in coverage 50 yards down the field, and that's not just it. It's not even about getting there. Once you get there, you got to make the play. He did it. That is job well done.
They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll run here on first down. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. For the sideline, and he's got it. He takes it down to the 33. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Come on, come on. Hey. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he cuts it back right. And they're going to be sacked at the 11 after that play. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Hurt. Here we go. Start. Cougar 19. Let go.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. It'll be second down and 9, but not just yet. It's only a couple of minutes to go in our first half. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw now. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. Yep. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again.
Cowboys, nothing.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. On the give, it's Blue. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Let's go. 19. Cowboys.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Let's go.
Milton. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. A third down run with Blue. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready, set.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Shut up. Mustang 19.
Milton back to throw. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
He's got it near the 8. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half.
Field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through. And that lowers the gap to 25 points. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
That's complete to Lane. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Brings up second and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Ready.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Tag. Crack all 80.
Dive play straight ahead. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Commanders.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Trap 60.
I'll throw it. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Well, that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Street. Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Back to the well again. And so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
They call pass on 2nd and goal. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin the game. The Commanders going field goal here. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that gives them a 28-point advantage.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Fielded at the 14. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready?
1st and 10 from the 32.
Set it. 19, start.
Handoff running left. It's Blue. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
We just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Here we go. Ready?
Hilton now on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
79, go. Ready?
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Jalen Lane, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
QB keeps the 2nd down option. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Ready?
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. To the air on 3rd and long. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And the Cowboys take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
A 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Eagles, go!
Throwing now, Milton. ensuing drive.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Commanders 31, Cowboys 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Pass the 60, pass the 60.
A give now from the gun. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Good strike downfield to Lane. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. We've set it down from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
60 vices, 6.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Knocked down by Savon Revel.
2 yards on the pickup.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Ready. 77 Wolf.
Receiver in motion, going left. 3rd and long for him here. It is caught left side. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Trying to get it on the keeper. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Dude, I don't think there was a single doubt in the building that that was going to be an RUN. And not a single doubt in the outcome either. Great push to drive it forward and get the 1st.
Ready, ready, let's go.
Running it now out of the gun. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Danger, Caleb. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ready, set.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Get up. Hey, check that streak. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And put a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
We give here to the motion man. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one. More than likely for more games to come.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders continue piling onto this lead. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Kick taken in here at the 17. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, it's Milton. Defender's there, it's intercepted! Mike Samba still makes the play! Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Reload. Let's go now. Check smash. Bronco 80.
Now give left side. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Here we go.
They give it to him again. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Ready.
Going to the ground again on first. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games, and they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. It's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Cowboys crowding the passing lanes. They're into the dime for third down. Here he goes, third and long. Flushed out of the pocket. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. The Commanders ready for the punt. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Oh, they are loving this one. It flies out of bounds, and it wasn't too far off the end zone. They're going to say it crossed at the 3.
Ready.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Plowing up the middle. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Run right there, that kind of feels like you missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Ready. Go.
He get hit behind the line. That ball's loose. And the offense recovers, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. Going with blue here. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down. Stopped at the line, and that forces them into a 4th and long. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys trying to do some window dressing. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he'll try to hit this one well. Short drop, and he gets a kick away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
Over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42.
Go, Reed. Go. Let's go.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Another carry for him. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. That's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, and they go right back to him. Spinning into the clear. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
First and goal, Kelsey Merritt. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Smith, let's go now. Smith, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
They'll try and punch it in. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Dallas.